Hey, what's up everybody? BDO44 coming at you with another video. Alright, I'm doing homework on second round guys from this particular draft. And I've seen excerpts from like 6 different people in a flurry. And there's only 3 of them that really stand out to me like crazy. The other 3 were sort of like just nice point guard prospects that kind of make good decisions but don't have a whole lot of explosiveness. But they're 3 guys that I really like at the beginning and middle of the second round. One of them I even think should probably, actually 2 of them should probably go in the first round. You know, I think this draft is one of those drafts where now that I'm starting to do a little more homework further into the back of the first and early second, I think early second is actually an extension of the first round. Now, obviously, these are not guaranteed contracts, so it affects the players a lot. But if you have 30 through 39, 30 through 40, there's some dudes that you should probably want. There's some dudes that you should probably want. One is PJ Hall. PJ Hall is a center. I think he's a little undersized. I see Larry Nance Jr. 39-inch vertical, plays with his back to the basket, kind of throwback in a way, but he's very strong for his size. Passes well out of double teams. He may be a little bit of a throwback. I'm not really sure if his 3-ball is available to you, but I like the power that he plays with. I like the energy that he plays with on both sides of the floor. He looks like he could potentially be a pretty solid rebounder, and I think he could probably play some 4, definitely some 5, but a little bit of a tweener, which is why he's probably falling in the second rounds. But he's pretty damn explosive, good lob threat, strong center. I believe he's out of Creighton, maybe not Creighton, Clemson maybe. There's something. It might have been Clemson. I think it was an orange school. I think it was Clemson, but he's a good prospect there in the second round. A lot of Larry Nance Jr. in him. Definitely see a lot of Larry Nance Jr. The next guy I want to talk about is Trenton Flowers. Trenton Flowers is somebody that should probably go in the first round. There are some prospects in that first round near the back of the draft that I've had in the first round. And if I would have seen more homework on him, maybe I would have slipped him ahead of some of them dudes. So it's like I said, the end of the first, early second, it's all the first round to me now that I'm starting to learn who these prospects are. Some of the dudes that may get taken just come from, it's just about preference, really. There's not any difference between probably the 25th guy and the 36th guy. Like, they're all in that same range for me. And Trenton Flowers is going to be another one of those guys that I just toss into that range with George and who else in that area? Shannon and you know, all those guys can go anywhere. Dunn, they can all go in there together, and Trenton Flowers is one of them dudes. If I have a second round pick, or I have an opportunity to get an early second round pick somewhere within 33 through 35, 30 through 35, this is somebody that's not going to fall past that for me. He's not falling past 35. And to be honest with you, if I have a chance to get a pick in that range, I'm going to trade up or snatch that pick to get him if I'm the Lakers. Trenton Flowers is a very balanced, very explosive forward who plays hard. He has great balance, great athleticism on both sides of the floor, and he's feisty. He's aggressive. He's got motor, and the balance is what really comes off. When you talk about guys who just can stay on their feet in weird situations, who can move fast and stay, as to where some people will be stumbling out of bounds in certain situations, this dude is going to stay upright. His athleticism translates. It reminds me of the type of athleticism that KCP has. When you think about KCP, you're not thinking about a guy who's jumping out the gym necessarily, though he can catch lobs and dunk pretty good. But he's really fast, and he's really balanced. And Trenton Flowers has that balance. The 3-ball looked like it was falling pretty good. It's not an amazing 3-point shot, but it looks like it's competent. It could fall. And he looked like he was feisty on both sides of the floor. Very aggressive. Definitely a gamer. Definitely somebody I believe that can develop into somebody I trust. Somebody that would look really good in the Knicks system. You know, the Knicks play guys 40 minutes a game, stuff like that. I think Trendon Flowers is somebody who would fit right in with the New York Knicks in fast break situations. He looks very explosive, driving at the rim, very explosive. He's one of my newfound favorites. Trendon Flowers, one of my newfound favorites. And the reason why I think he's not considered a higher prospect is because he played in the NBL overseas, probably like Australia or something like that. I'm not sure where that was, but the talent he was going up against wasn't all that. So that's why he's not considered all that. But what I saw looks like it's going to translate just fine into the NBA because he has more athleticism than a lot of dudes in the NBA any damn way. This is a true athlete. Some people, like, he looks like he could have played wide receiver in the NFL too. If he don't play in the NBA, he just has that type of balance to me that you cannot teach at all. And I value that type of athleticism a lot in players, especially when they show me they have a motor and they show me that they're intense. He's an intense basketball player. He plays hard. And so that's what I like about Trendon Flowers. I want the Lakers to target him. We don't have a pick in that range, but if you can get us a second round pick, target that man. you get Trendon Flowers on your team, man. He should not fall past 35. I don't even think he should really be in the second round, to be honest with you. Now that I'm just now realizing who he is and what he can do, he's sort of like Deron Holmes, Jalen Tyson. I'm kind of ignoring the draft stock because I think if he would have went to UConn or if he would have went to one of them type of schools that everybody loves so much, then he would be in a range that makes a lot more damn sense. Trendon Flowers is being hurt by the politics of the game, and I bleed straight through that. When I look at talent, I know exactly what I'm looking at. That's somebody who needs to be on your team, working in your G League squad, developing if even necessary. It may not. He looks like he could be pretty good, man. Pretty good. So his draft stock should improve. For all of the dudes that we talk about that we're not sure about in the first round, or guys that just kind of slip, Trendon Flowers, he belongs more so in the first round than some of those names. I'm just being real. But you got to be able to get past what is in place, which is he didn't go up against great talent. He wasn't going up against great talent. But he was in a league that looks like it was pretty damn physical. I can tell you that. And I don't know that his stats really wow you, but I think a lot of that had to do with the context of the league he was in. And if you gave him 40 minutes in an NBA game, I think he's going to give you a lot of stats, just off the strength of how much he affected so many different things. Good with 50-50 ball, loose ball situations. His athleticism should carry him to rebounds, should carry him to easy buckets. He seemed like he crashed the offensive glass. Like, he just has all of the stuff. He passes all of the eye tests. So this is one of my very favorite players in the draft. I just discovered him right now, but he's probably not going to be in the first round, and he's somebody I would go get a second round pick to draft. He's worth that. He's definitely worth that. So I just want to let people know about Trendon Flowers. And another guy in the second round that I absolutely love, Baylor Scheierman. Baylor Scheierman. This dude is a sniper. He's got a clip. He's shooting. He's shooting a lot. He's going to be a very, very, very good shooter. He reminds me of the guy in the Golden State Warriors, and I haven't been able to remember his name. I should have turned on this after checking who that was. But he reminds me of the guy that went to the Golden State Warriors last year, who's a fantastic sniper, came along, got some shooting guard minutes, known for rebounding the ball. That is exactly what Baylor Scheierman is, a sniper that knows how to attack the glass. He also plays with a lot of fierceness and energy and motor. Hustle guy, but an absolute sniper. Absolute sniper. He's going to be one of the better shooters in basketball, if you ask me. And he has a lot of pop to his game. A fast-paced player. Somebody who can help keep tempo in a fast-paced offense. Somebody who can put the ball on the floor himself a little bit. This is a guy whose draft stock is rising by the second. I've been hearing his name, but I hadn't checked on the tape. Now that I checked on the tape, he's another one of them dudes. Like, look, if you give me Trendon Flowers in the second round, you give me Baylor Scheierman in the second round, we're talking about some guys who are going to change the dynamic of a team immediately because of how hard they play and how much pace they play with. They can turn a slow team into a fast team. You bringing them dudes off the bench together, let's say they're on your team together, and you're getting a lot of production in your second unit. There are gems all up and down this draft, some of which are not being talked about because of the schools they go to. But Baylor Scheierman, I don't know why I keep calling him Brayer. I think the first person I heard say his name said Brayer, and I haven't been able to get it out of my mind. But it's Baylor, like Elgin Baylor. Baylor Scheierman, Trendon Flowers are two of my very favorite players in this draft, and they just so happen to be in the second round. I would love for the Lakers to get their hands on one or even both of these people. And I'm serious, man. They are the truth. And some of them dudes in that first round, do not be surprised if these guys are just flat out more productive than some of them dudes. It just is what it is. I really think that politics and level of competition is what's separating some of these talents. And to be honest with you, I really don't think that is something that really should be something we think too much about. If a guy is got all of the different stuff that he's supposed to do, and he has a certain motor about him, and he has certain intangibles at work, or he could spread the floor in a way that you know can't be taught. Jump shots are gonna fall with a player who plays hard. If you rebound the ball, you're physical, and you're fast, and you have rhythm to you, a great point guard is gonna find you. All you gotta do is hit the same shots you're hitting. And so for me, Baylor Scheierman's one of them dudes. I think he played for, I believe he played for Creighton. And I also saw homework on another player on his team as well, which is kind of solid point guard who makes some pretty good decisions, sound point guard, but didn't really stand out like Scheierman. But Scheierman's one of them dudes that he plays with a lot of pace. He's going to catch and shoot. He's on fire from all over the three-point line. I didn't see him shoot too many mid-range jumpers, but he could attack the rim. He doesn't mind putting the ball on the floor, but his specialty is catching and shooting from everywhere. He is a lethal sniper, and I just know if this holds up and he falls to the second round, that's somebody you're getting a player that's going to be a lot better than that in his career. I can see that before the draft even happens. I'm telling you, Baylor Scheierman is better than his draft stock. And if he actually does fall to 35 or 36, he's probably the steal of the whole damn draft, man. Probably the steal of the whole damn draft. So that's what I wanted to say. I want to get up here and tell you guys about three players I really like. PJ Hall, I just am a fan of Larry Nance Jr. And PJ Hall looks like a splitting image of Larry Nance. Size, play style, strength. Looks like he's going to wrestle the ball away from you. He's going to put pressure on you. If he's going up against stronger players, he's going to be able to win the 50-50 matchups in certain situations. Offensive rebounding capability, fast break, high fly act type of guy. I mean, he's a very powerful center that I like a lot. Probably should go in the second round, probably somewhere within the 35-40 range, 45 range, something like that, middle second round. But he's going to be good. I think he'll make a team. Those other two, them dudes going to be starters one day. Though Scheierman and Flowers are going to be starters one day. That's their ceiling. They're starters. So I don't know how people feel about some of these players in the first round. I like some of these guys in the first round. Some of them I don't. And because I don't like some of them dudes, I'm slipping them back to the second round, and I'm moving Flowers and Scheierman up. So that's what I wanted to tell you guys, man. For all you Golden State Warrior fans, you know exactly who I'm talking about. I've just had a hard time remembering people's names as of late. But that draft pick that you guys picked up last year that in the first round that you love very much, I think Baylor Scheierman is like him. Rebounder, sniper. You know what I'm saying? And somebody who's probably going to do some hustle things on the defensive end as well. But a definite offensive sniper, bro. So, yeah, he needs to be picked up really early in the second round, if not in the end of the first. And so, it's a lot of talent in this draft, man. Do not let people tell you this is a bad draft. The further I dig deeper into the second round, the more I find stuff I like. And I've never felt this way about any draft before, but I legitimately like the second half of this draft as it pertains to the first round and early second more than I like the first half of this draft. I just do. I don't think the guys at the top of this draft are all that exciting to me. Most of them are solid hopefuls. The dudes on the back of the draft, these dudes are good. They don't have the ceiling of some of these superstars, but they're going to be your good role players. They're going to be the role players that you want to see on the floor for 30 minutes a night, 25 minutes a night. And so as I said that at the end of my last video, I'm saying it even more so now that I've done even more homework on some new prospects. This second round is a good second round. It's a very good second round, because if the guys that are supposed to be in this round stay in the second round, it's going to be a very talented second round. And if these guys move up, then it means some guys from the first round are moving to the second round. Either way, it's a talented second round. So that's what I want to tell y'all. Baylor, Scheierman, Trendon, Flowers. Add them to the list of guys that I absolutely love in this draft. And they could be available for a second round pick, believe it or not. So that's pretty much what I got to say. My name is BDF44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.